Victor Wembanyama is becoming a massive problem for the NBA, and it's not because, he's just dominating, but more importantly, he's building confidence. He's getting the IQ down, and he knows how and where to beat defenses. Look at this play here by Victor Wembanyama. So we're going to get a screen here by Chris Paul. Paul is going to say, hey, take this screen. I'm going to set it on Karl-Anthony Towns. Now, usually, most of the time, you'll see a player come off this and maybe shoot a three or scream off it, get to the paint. But what you don't see guys do a ton is fake out or manipulate their defender to hedging over the screen and then taking the front door to the basket. Now, what do I mean by that? So as we're setting the screen, Victor's going to just read his opponent. He's going to read Karl-Anthony Towns. Now, as we see, he's going to wait for Towns to overcommit to the screen, and then he's going to cut back, allowing himself to get a mismatch in the paint. So boom, Towns, he's gone. He's out of the play. You already lost, right? So now you need weak side rotation from Josh Hart. And let's be honest, Josh Hart is no matchup for Wembanyama. Easy layup. Probably even potentially could have been an and one. And in this video, what I wanted to do is break down exactly what Victor Wembanyama is doing for me to say he's a problem. He's an issue. And the NBA is not going to understand how to stop him in probably 1 to 2 years. But honestly, maybe even it's already happening, right? We're going to talk about it here in just a second. Before we dive into the video, guys, do me a big favor as we see him get a nasty block. Hit the like button. If you want more Victor Wembanyama breakdowns, all you got to do, hit the like button. Let's see if we can get over 250 likes, and we'll drop even more Victor content. With that being said, let's dive into the video. Now, this play right here is what I would call unfair. So we got a fast break situation. We're just bringing the ball up. You can't see Victor, but he's already in front of Karl-Anthony Towns. So as we're bringing the ball up, he's just going to kind of leak to the corner. I'll show you right here. So he's going to leak over to this corner. Now watch what he is able to do, right? It reminds me a ton of like a guy like Klay Thompson, right? Where you're coming around screens, you're getting out to the arc. You don't need a dribble. You don't need to stop for a second. You catch the ball and you shoot the ball. The fact that Victor Wembanyama is starting to do this, it's so unfair, because you tell me, guys, this is pretty good defense by Towns, but he has no shot. No shot at all to contest this ball by Victor Wembanyama. It's unfair. It doesn't make sense. This dude is a glitch. All right, and here's another one. Now, what we're going to get is a little bit of a DHO, a give and go chase. So we're going to give it to Victor. We're going to run this way. We're going to get in the way of Karl-Anthony Towns. Now, once again, he is our read. Victor's going to notice what he's doing. It becomes what you call a yes-no read. If this guy goes under the screen, we might even shoot the ball. If he goes over the screen, we're probably going to drive, right? So let's watch how this play pans out. Now, we're going to see him actually go underneath the screen. Once we see him go underneath and not over the screen, instead of driving into him, we're just going to say, hey, you made the wrong decision. And yes, we have this type of versatility where we can shoot from the NBA logo of the court, right? He's going to stop, pop, get it to go. Guys, what can this guy not do? What can this guy not do? If you're becoming not only one of the most dominant paint players in the NBA because you're just too big, but also you're becoming a deadly deep range shooter, man, like I said, the NBA has a massive problem brewing. All right, here we go again. Another little fast break situation. We're going to once again get in front of his main defender, Karl-Anthony Towns. What are you going to do? Are you going to go over, creating this little bit of a switch, or are you going to go under the screen and allow this DHO, right, this dribble handoff to work out for Victor Wembanyama? Let's see how Towns plays it. So again, get in the way. We're going to hand it off to him, and now again, it becomes a yes no read. If he goes under, we're circling yes in our head and we're shooting this ball. If he goes over, we're driving, we're drawing a switch momentarily or potentially even a double team, and then we're going to read and react to what their defense does, right? So boom, he goes underneath and we're able to get a wide open three, zero contest For some guys, like maybe Damian Lillard, this would be a little bit of a contest because Towns being a bigger guy. But for Victor Wembanyama, no, this is a zero contest, wide open shot. There's nobody in your line of vision. You can look right over this man, Cat, and he drains it. At this point, I don't know what to say. I kind of feel bad. Now, it's not translating into W's, but when you start building a core around this human, you're going to see championships. The Spurs will be back in contention very, very soon if they can land these couple of next picks. Now, we're not done with the video yet. Before we get back into it, hit the like button if you want more Victor Wembanyama videos, but more importantly, subscribe to the channel if you're new. It is free. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe, and we will be covering the Spurs and Victor throughout the entirety of the season, offense, defense, individual player breakdown for almost every single game. And like I said, it's free. It doesn't cost anything. We're going to be here all year long. So join the family. Let's jump back in. All right, here's another one. Chris Paul is going to get an open three because Wemby's just too big. It takes Josh Hart a little bit of time to get around this screen. We're obviously going to be in this drop zone coverage because we do not want Wemby getting any sort of mismatch at all off a pick and roll. So we're just going to play this drop zone, give Chris Paul a wide open three. But now if he misses, we're not really in position to get this rebound, or we think, right? So shot is up. It front rims, luckily. But at this point in time, you would still think, right? Most likely, Cat's gonna get this rebound, right? No, that's actually not the case at all. Gets it, and then once Towns overcommits to getting that rebound and doesn't get the rebound, now you have 3-on-1, right? And if this is any other player, you'd be like, okay, maybe this doesn't work out. He's just too big. Just too big. What are you supposed to do? I mean, we're in the second quarter and this dude's already dominating. And it doesn't stop there. This dude does it throughout the entirety of the game, puts up like 42 points. Here's another one, right? We're going to get it to him in the post. We ran through the fast break, right? We got these mismatches. Now we have a 2-on-1, so they're going to blitz from the weak side with Miles McBride. We got two guys on Victor Wembanyama. They might even send a blitz from the top of the key because they do not want Josh Hart on Victor Wembanyama. So they're going to just send one for the moment, right? And they're going to realize, okay, probably a mistake, but either way, you could send 3-4 guys on him. He's bigger than everybody. Pull up, mid-range, easy money. Gets it to go. All day long, he did whatever he wanted. Backdoor pass. Oh my, Vassell. I love Devin Vassell, by the way. If you can build a team around Devin Vassell, and Victor Wembanyama, Stephon Castle, another guy, absolutely love his potential. Look at this pass, right? Beautiful. And then the dunk by Vassell. Team's dirty, man. This team's dirty. Let's watch a little bit more. So it looks like we're going to set over to the corner. We're going to find Wemby underneath the basket. I mean, we have a wide open cut back door if we want it here with Jeremy Sohan. He does. He does. He takes the lob. You know what? That is so unselfish, guys, which is another very important aspect of basketball. Getting your teammates involved and not being someone who only cares about how many points they drop, right? We have 3 guys on Victor Wembanyama, and like we said before, he can score on these guys so easily, right? He can literally just lay this in, and maybe it's through contact that he throws up this lob, but either way, he doesn't even say, hey, it should be a foul, right? A lot of guys, if they were going up for a layup and that happened, even if his teammate did score, they would be complaining right now, like, hey, I got fouled, this should be a shooting foul. No, he only cares that his teammate was able to finish it off, get them some extra points here. I'm obsessed with the way this dude plays basketball. Alright, I'm actually going to end the video here. I don't like to make too long a video, so we're going to end it around halftime. So we still have a lot to break down. If you want a part 2, hit the like button, subscribe, join the family, turn on post notifications, and I'll see you guys in the next Victor update. Peace.